In this video, we are going to build a default app using Flutter framework and Dart programming language in Visual Studio Code. First, you need to make sure that you have Visual Studio Code installed. It is a freely available IDE for building mobile applications and many other applications as well. Once you have installed this one, make sure you install Visual Studio Code, not the Visual Studio Professional or other paid edition. This is the free version, which is the Visual Studio Code. So if I open up Visual Studio Code, once installed, you will be seeing a screen like this. I have a dark theme, but you can change the theme under themes, like in the bottom left, theme, and you can change the theme to any other theme that you like, maybe a light version or so on. So I will stick with this one. The first thing you need to do is to ensure that you have installed two extensions. The first extension, you need to search Flutter. So that's the extension that you need to install. I have already installed. Otherwise, you will see the option here, install. And I also encourage you to use this Flutter widget snippet in extension. This is a very nice extension in order to have some shortcuts while writing the code. And please also ensure there is a Dart. The second extension that we need is Dart. Normally, once you install Flutter, Dart should be installed, because Dart is the programming language that is used to build apps using Flutter framework. So it should have been default installed, but if not, try to ensure you have installed this one. So once you have these two extension installed, then the first thing you need to do is go to the view command palette, or you can simply press Ctrl Shift and P. So there, if you type Flutter, you should click on new project, and you will see few options here. Also, please do note that when you are coming to this screen, you might see on the bottom right to install Flutter SDK. If you get that message for the very first time, ensure to locate the folder where you want to install, and you can install it. You can select the open, and then you can specify the location, and then you can install, or you can install manually as well. So all that instructions is available under Flutter docs. If you go to the Flutter docs and install Flutter, you can basically go install with Visual Studio Code. Like in my case, I'm using Windows operating system, but if you're using Mac, Linux, or some other operating system, please select and follow the instructions accordingly. In my case, I'm basically following using the Windows operating system, so which I'm doing now. So we basically install Flutter with Visual VS Code. Then as soon as you get this one and you select Flutter new project, as I have shown you, you will be prompted to download SDK. Then please specify the location and select the location. If not, there is another option as well, which is to install manually. But if you want to install, you can select install manually, Windows operating system. You will have to download this for this zip file, and then you have to unzip, and you have to specify the location. But please do note, this is, I think it's more than 1 GB or some, it's a big size. So you can do manually. If not, you can install within VS Code. I recommend, if you are using VS Code, just specify the location, and after a few minutes you should be able to have that location installed. Now I'm going to show you from scratch. So this is basically what I have got. So again, you go for view command palette, select Flutter, or you type Flutter. So Flutter new project application, and then you should be able to see a you need to set a location. I'm just going to set a location here. For example, I'm going to set under C under apps. You can specify any other folder where you want to have your projects created. So I'm going to create basically, like, select a folder, and now I'm going to give it a nice name, maybe like Flutter application default app, for example, default underscore app. Okay, so the standard is basically have lowercase and underscore. You can write any name, but we are just building a very default app now. I'm going to hit enter, and once you click enter, now you should be able to see you get this pop-up message. So I trust the authors of these files and folders. Yes, I trust. So it is now setting up our Flutter app. It will take few seconds. There you go. On the left side, you should see these kind of folders and files. Let me quickly explain to you what these files and folders are. The first one, as you can see, it's the main file where you will be starting your code, and in this video we are not going to write any piece of code. We will just try to run a default app, and you will also see folders such as Android, iOS, Linux, and so on. Basically those folders are if you want to write some code which is native for that particular operating system, which we will be doing in the upcoming videos. But for today, in this video we are just going to do just up and running the code. So all I'm going to do now is in the bottom right you will see here no device. Okay, just click on the device. Now you need to select an output. You can select a browser, or you can select any emulator, like where you can have an emulator, or even the your own mobile app, mobile phone as a output device. But to speed up and for having the app up and running, I'm going to use the browser. It could be Edge, Chrome, or whichever browser you want to choose from the list. And also please do note that if you have a good RAM, for example 16 GB or something better in your laptop or in your desktop, then you are welcome to use emulators if you can. But in my case I have only 8 GB RAM, that's why I'm going to use the Edge, Microsoft Edge. And now it's going to basically all I need to do is I need to click here on the right side, run without debugging. It's going to now set up our session. So Flutter is launching. Let's see. So we have selected browser as our output. So let's see how it looks like. So it is waiting for connection. It's launching our app. Because it is launching for the very first time, it takes few seconds. So let's give it few more seconds, waiting for connection. So there you go. So it is launching, and it is basically when it is launching, sorry, it's in my other screen. So it will give you a nice pop-up. Just click got it, and once it is launching, so you will see that it is launching for the first time. So it's fine. So it is launching, and it gave us a local host 61168. It's fine. And this is the first demo. There you go. So congratulations, that's a very basic app that came default because the code has already been written by Flutter framework. And I would like you to highlight few things here. Actually note these things. So it's always a good idea how your app looks like in different devices. So this one here basically is a simple app with a counter on the right side, you see. And to view this app in different mobile devices, we can do a small testing. Here if you click on these three icons in the browser, more tools, developer tools, this option is available even in Chrome, even in Mozilla. You can see the developer tools, or you can simply press function F12. In my case, shortcut, press function F12. So I think it's function F12. There you go. On the right side, Microsoft Edge developer tools. You can just click and remember my location, open dev tools, or as I mentioned, you can basically go for this option, more tools and developer tools. And here on the top left side you can see here like this is basically what toggle device emulator. So this option is really useful, especially if you want to do testing. Toggle, this is on the top here, on the top, this one. If you click on this one, and you will see here dimensions is responsive, and you can see here like if you want to test how your app looks like, for example in Samsung Galaxy it looks like this. And if you want to check your for example say in an iPhone, and it looks like this. So it's always a good idea to do this kind of testing before you release your app. And there you go, I'm just going to close this, and I'm going to there you go, this is how it looks like in your Windows. So I hope that's useful. And in this video, as we did, basically we just tried to build a very simple basic app, demo app, without writing any piece of code. And in the upcoming series we will be basically looking at a number of videos how to build some apps with some advanced concepts. Thank you.